A lot of people struggle with 5 prayers right now, so I'm going to do a video in which I teach you how to make the 5 prayers because I struggled a lot too. Hello everyone, welcome to my video. My name is Maria. Let's start with the video. First thing is, prayer always comes first. Always, okay. The second part is the most important, but if the first part does not sit right, because that's the basic, the second part is going to help you for nothing. Okay, so prayer comes always first. Sooner or later, you're going to be confronted with the question, life or ahiret, salah or school, work or salah, fun or prayer. It is always going to be this question. So you have to put your prayer first. Always. In every single one of you. Because if I say to you, if you said ahiret for dunya before life, Allah is going to open the doors for you. And I know some of you are going to say, hey, you can pray later, if you miss a prayer, we can pray later. But no, that's out of question. Because praying outside of the time is the exception of the exception when you genuinely cannot pray in the time. And school is not an exception. Workplace is not an exception. Girl or boy, every single one of us works every single day. Most of us, we go to school. You cannot tell me that your prayer is, your work is an exception. I did pray in my school. I said, hey guys, can you wait 10 minutes? Because I have to pray and then we can go and eat lunch. Because for me, prayer comes first. And if they decide to not wait for me, okay, then I spend my lunch alone. Then they're not friends. I don't care. But for me, it is always prayer. It is always salah. If your workplace tells you that you cannot pray 10-20 minutes, it is time to find another workplace. Because when I say to you, if you give up your workplace right now for ahiret, for your prayer, Allah is going to open the doors for you. This story is not about prayer, but it is shown perfectly how Allah opens the door for you if you give up for Him. I remember the story that in which a guy is in Dubai, by the way. He wants to buy a house. But in that contract, what happens is there is a payment that is not allowed in our religion. So he is confronted with the question, should I say, hey, I still buy that because the location is perfect. The house just looks so great and everything is like almost perfect on that house, but this payment is not allowed. And then he gives up the house because he says, hey, okay, Allah is going to open the door for me, but I'm not going to just walk all over the rules Allah put for me. So he gives up that house. Later, his wife has a friend whose husband is the owner of that place. So what happens is he's like, oh, okay, that's perfect, then you just don't pay it. Okay, so you buy that house and you just don't pay it. You know what happens? Allah still give him what he wanted. He saved on his money and he did not walk all over Allah's wishes. So listening to Allah was genuinely the best thing he could do. If you are confronted with the question, life or ahiret, you have to always pick ahiret. If you are confronted with the question, life, my boss does not allow me, are you going to listen to your boss or are you going to listen to Allah? And now imagine what it means when you listen to your boss. That's hard. When you first realize what it actually means that you put your boss first. So no matter what, your prayer comes always first. So the second part is, that's actually where most of you make the mistake. You try to put the prayer, to fit the prayer into your day. But you're doing it wrong. Your prayer is your day. And all the other things are just a part of your day. All the other things are the things you fit on your prayer. So let's say your friends invite you out and they say like, okay, let's go out at 3. And your prayer is at 3:10. What you're going to do is to say, hey, listen, let's go out at 3:20, 3:30 because I have to pray. I just want to pray and then go out after that so I can spend my time without worrying, okay? So you fit your friend group into your prayer. Whenever you go out, whenever you have something to do, you are going to ask, how can I fit that into my schedule of my prayer? What you're going to do is take the things you have to pray and pray. So for example, if you're going out with your parents, I'm not here to lecture you about what is right and what is wrong. I'm here to teach you how you can pray 5 times a day. If you're, for example, out with your parents, you find a bag that is big enough to fit your hijab in, to fit your skirt in, to fit you, if you wear, for example, makeup, you have to plan in that you have to take it down and then after that put it on. And if you forget your makeup, you walk without makeup. That's it. Because your prayer comes first. Your prayer comes first. I did everything of that, okay? Sometimes I put a little makeup on, but I always put it on with the thought of, okay, when do I have to pray? And how about I first pray and then put the makeup on? And like I said, your prayer comes first. You have to unapologetically pray 5 times a day. No matter what comes your day. If you are sitting with your friends, you are saying, guys, excuse me, but I have to pray for 5 minutes. Like, let's be honest, most of us don't even pray 10 minutes long. For most of us, it does not even take 10 minutes. So the last 2 points are real fast. 3 is that start slowly, okay? So that's what I did. I just prayed for 2 weeks, just Isha and Fajr, for example. Before I end the day, I just pray, or in the beginning of the day, before I go out, I pray. And later on, I just started to pray 5 times a day. Okay, so if you say, okay, it's hard for me to just start 5 times a day, start slowly. At some point, you're also going to start to feel bad if you do not pray. Last thing is that it sounds weird, but be proud of your religion. Because if you're proud of your religion, you can say, hey, I have to pray. You can say, hey, 10 minutes break because I have to pray. Okay, you can, without thinking, go to your teacher and tell him like, hey, I have to pray in your lesson, so I cannot pray it or fit it into the break. So you can also be like that. It is going to be so much easier to put your prayer and say people that you have to pray because you're proud of your religion. Obviously, do not use the trust people have in you. Like, if you're praying an hour when you go, like, people are not going to like that, and obviously your boss is going to hate you for that, and it is going to make things harder for you. So anyways, I hope this video helped you. I genuinely hope if you have questions, just ask me, because I think that's so important. Anyways, bye.